Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Mad Tinker Gaming with me, your host, the Mad Tinker. So, today I'm going to go over some of the blog news that's been out. I'm trying to keep a level head about some of the stuff. A little bit of it's kind of irritating, and I'm still hoping to find some new things, and I'll tell you what was irritating to me when we get to it. But right now we're talking about a new character that'll be coming out, the Master Mercenary. That's what they've called him right here, Taskmaster. So most of you have already read this, so I won't read the intro, but they are going to have a verse battle coming up. They're going to have more information in the upcoming weeks. They did give a sneak peek. I believe it was between Valley Fun and Casino. So you can go to this blog and click on this and watch the PvP match if you really want to. And we're going to go down here and we're going to talk about Taskmaster. Alright, so when they're reading into this Taskmaster character, who was, I think, originally supposed to be part of this Black Widow movie release, so they could introduce this character, this villain in. But since Black Widow is not coming out in movie theaters, they're going to go ahead and release it, because I think Disney just told everybody that had release schedules around it to just go ahead and do it. But it's like your Soldier of Fortune are about to hit the biggest score of their lives, because Taskmaster, the Master Mercenary, has arrived to lead them into battle. So leading them into battle, that sounds pretty cool, right? So here I'm thinking this guy's going to be all offense, just amazing offense. The character's powers, if you read about him, his name's Tony Masters, aka Taskmaster, was born with the ability to perfectly mimic the movements of others after brief observation. So he's copied fighting styles, he's really powerful, he's great, and he's going to join the mercenary team as a controller who steals positive enemy effects. So he's going to take something from them, give it to himself, is what I'm envisioning, apply bleeding stuns and overwhelm foes with assists, mercenary assists. So, what I didn't like when I read this was Taskmaster also transformed the mercenary team into an Alliance War defensive specialist with additional synergies and a relentless passive ability that applies taunt to the enemy with the highest damage each turn. Now, at first when I just read this, I was like, well, okay, so defensive specialist, but when you're applying taunt to the enemy with the highest damage, these guys might be able to be offensively, right? Might be able to do this offensively. But then you get to go down here and you get to read up on his kit, right? He is a villain, global skill controller mercenary. His basic attack is attack primary target for damage and steal 3 positive effects. His special is called Adaptive Assault. It's attack primary target for damage and apply stun. The rebound chain to 3 additional targets for damage and apply offense down. Counterattack will break that chain. So it's a chain attack, that's really good, so you're going to be able to hit up to 3 additional targets and to put offense down on them. His ultimate ability is called Incendiary Arrow, and it's attack all enemies for damage, apply blind to the primary target, and 3 secondary targets. So he's going to be a blind-making fiend, right? Kind of like a Magneto. Apply bleed for 2 turns to all enemies, so it's Magneto plus. That's really good. It just doesn't group them all together, but they're getting bleed and they're getting blinded. This attack is unavoidable. Bonus attack all targets with bleed for piercing. Now, this right here, the passive, the Copycat Criminal, seems really good. On spawn, you gain offense up for 2 turns. Gain assist now on mercenary villain allies' turns. Gain a block chance. Gain block amount. Gain counterattacks per mercenary ally. Gain damage per skill enemy. Gain damage, mercenary villain allies gain damage. So the mercenary villain might be a little bit off for me, off-putting as far as building a quick team, because Deadpool is a mercenary, but he's a mercenary hero, so I don't think he'll get the full benefits being attached to Taskmaster. It would have been nice if it was just mercenary, or maybe rework Deadpool to where he can be either or. I mean, when he first came out, he was a villain to begin with. But then you get right back down here on war defense. Really, Fox Next? Really? We need more war defensive teams. You've given us Shield Coulson. You've given us Red Skull Hydra. You've given us Asgardians. And before that, we already had a pretty big list of teams we could put into defense. We need a war offense team. Pretty much right now, Black Bolt and X-Men are what you've got. I mean, there are other offensive teams that are good offensive teams, but they don't deal with Red Skull Hydra very well. They don't deal with Asgardians very well. I mean, pretty much you have to have Black Bolt to deal with Red Skull. You have to have the X-Men to deal with Asgardians. And then, I mean, you can make other teams that will fight down S.H.I.E.L.D. But why not make this a war offense team instead of a war defense team? I mean, you've given all these counterattacks and assist attacks and damage ups. Why stick them just as a defense? Why rely just on war defense? Why not just say on war? That way you could use them on either side of the fence. I don't need another war defensive team. I want some more offense. The only war offensive team that y'all specified out there, the Fantastic Four, as a war offense team, isn't really cutting the mix, guys. It's not transcending everybody else and just smacking through everybody in war. It's not doing it. You've made these war defensives so strong that the war offenses can't keep up. We need some kind of offensive balance, guys. And right now you're giving us the Black Order as your new premier team, but it's only effective in arena. So how is that going to affect war offense? I mean, work with us here, guys. Now, to get to the point, this does sound really amazing, and it will be a really good defensive boost, but we need an offensive team. But on war defense, on spawn, fill the speed bar of self and all mercenary villain allies per mercenary ally. So they're going to get a big boost right at the beginning if you're just running mercenary villains. All of them. On turn, you're going to apply a taunt to the enemy with the highest damage. This is unavoidable, and they gain extra focus for that. So he's going to have, once you get this up there, he's going to be able to pretty much put taunt on whoever's going to be able to do the most damage every turn and give your guys the opportunity to hit them. That's why I figured this was going to be something more offensive based than defensive based. But you're only going to get this if they're on war defense. So I'm hoping that maybe Fox next comes to their senses and just makes this on war, because we really do need to upgrade to some more offense. We're not getting a lot of war offense. We're just having to struggle and create extra teams to go against these amazing defenses that are getting put out. So right now you've already stuck us with 4 basic war defense teams that everybody's going to want to run. And when you had the Marauders, which were recently released a little bit further back, they're a war defense team as well. So you've pretty much given 5 war defense teams in the last team creations. How about a war offense team? Be a nice change of pace, guys. Accompanying Taskmaster's arrival or updates to his fellow mercenaries will have a complete breakdown of their upgrades in the upcoming 4.0 release notes. Alright. The first chance to recruit him will be via his upcoming event campaign, Master Class. So you go on secret strike missions to discover the whereabouts of Taskmaster. Each node in the Master Class event campaign will reward Master Class orb fragments that contain select characters with the limited time covert trait, which excludes legendary characters. You can't get Agent Coulson, you can't get Minerva, you can't get Yo-Yo, and you can't get Red Skull. So you're going to get Master Class orb fragments, and it's going to be just... I'm pretty much envisioning it's going to be just like Proxima Midnight, where you're getting maybe 2 shards on the side that are guaranteed this guy, and the central orb is going to be, random. A Merc Lieutenant, or a Merc Assassin, or Korath, or something like that. More mercenaries. And for me, I really hope that they change that, because when you're doing these events, you are doing them to actually what? Oh, come here. Anyway, they're going to be doing this, and it's just going to be just like Proxima Midnight Shards. It's not going to be very effective. You're not going to build up a lot of shards off this guy. You're going to have to work really hard to get orbs, maybe 2 orbs a day, and then it'll be done. And when it gets done, guess what? You'll have maybe an unlock of him, if he's a 45 shard unlock, which he probably won't be. Princess and the Symbiote is coming back, and guess what? That's just Shuri's coming back, and that means a legendary character. You have to have Spider-Verse characters, or so Sinister Six, Spider-Verse to unlock her. Upcoming blitzes, they're going to have a Deadpool Merc with a Mouse Blitz and another Corvus Glaive Blitz. That's what they're saying right here, so a second one. So you can hopefully get some extra Corvus Glaive stuff. And bonus events are Need a Hand bonus event, and Tangle Web bonus event, 2 times Spider-Verse characters. So out of all this that you're reading, Shuri coming back is your next legendary according to this, and recruiting Taskmaster is going to just be a basic event, it looks like. So, you know, getting some orbs, and then boom. Anyway, with that being said, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs up, click the subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you see when I put up another video. This is just a basic breakdown on the blog. I just wanted to get some news out there for people and make a quick short video. I still wish he wouldn't be war defense. I think we need war offense a little bit right now, guys. But I'm not working at Fox Next. Anyway, have a good one, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.